You may have felt it deep inside you, this gnawing, undeniable sense that you are different, that your purpose is greater than what meets the eye. Maybe you've been questioning your path, wondering why life seems to throw so much at you, why every challenge feels like a test of your very spirit. Perhaps you've even wondered if you're truly cut out for this journey that seems filled with trials, struggles, and moments of doubt. But deep down, you know it. You're one of the chosen ones. This isn't by chance, nor is it a mere coincidence. There's a divine purpose guiding you, pulling you through every obstacle, every shadow, every storm. You are not walking this path alone. You are supported by forces far greater than what this world can comprehend, and each step you take is part of a much bigger story. The challenges you've faced, the hardships you've endured, they are all part of your divine journey. But why? Why do you, among the millions, carry such a burden? The answer lies in the very essence of your being. You have been chosen for a purpose, and that purpose is unfolding layer by layer before you. As you walk this journey, you may have encountered doubt, fear, and confusion. Perhaps you've questioned your strength or wondered if you can truly overcome the forces that seem to be against you. But today, you're about to uncover the truth about your journey. The struggles, the tests, they are not there to break you. They're there to shape you, to awaken you to a power within you that is unmatched. You're not just surviving, you're being forged into something far greater than you could ever imagine. Your journey is divine, and every step you take is a step toward realizing your purpose as one of God's chosen ones. The struggle of the chosen one, the life of the chosen, is not one of ease or comfort. You, of all people, know this better than anyone. From the outside, it may seem like others live their lives effortlessly, moving through their days without the weight of the world on their shoulders. But you've always felt the weight, the constant tug of something bigger, something calling you to rise above. You've experienced challenges that have seemed insurmountable. Maybe it was the sudden loss of a loved one, an unexpected betrayal from someone you trusted, or the crushing feeling of rejection in times when you thought you had everything figured out. Every time you thought you were getting closer to peace, life handed you another struggle. Yet through it all, there's a quiet strength within you, something unshakable. You felt it even when you were at your lowest. You've seen glimpses of it, like flashes of light in the dark, when everything else seemed to be falling apart. And each time, you found the courage to keep going. The struggle, though painful, has never been the end. It's been the crucible that has shaped you. You have had to fight not just external forces, but internal ones as well, doubts, fears, and insecurities. But here you are, still standing, still moving forward. You might not even realize it, but you've been rising through it all. The struggles haven't defeated you. They've been the very things that have helped you uncover your true strength. You see, being chosen means you were never meant for a life of complacency. You were always meant to face the storms and come out stronger on the other side. Every challenge you face is a step closer to the greatness that lies within you. It's through the struggle that you discover your resilience, your power, and your purpose. And when you stand at the crossroads of doubt and hope, remember this: the struggles are not your enemy. They are the very things that are making you who you're meant to be. The dark forces, invisible forces of oppression. It's often said that life is not a battle against flesh and blood, but against unseen forces. And if you're one of the chosen, you've certainly felt this truth in the deepest parts of your being. There is an invisible force at work in the world, one that seeks to stifle your spirit, to diminish your light, and to keep you from realizing your true potential. This force doesn't show itself openly. It hides behind manipulations, fears, and the everyday chaos of life. It whispers doubts into your mind, telling you that you're not enough, that you don't belong, that your dreams are too big to ever come true. It preys on your insecurities, on your moments of weakness, and it tries to steer you off course. But this dark force, while powerful, is not invincible. It thrives in the shadows, in the places where we don't look. It uses the most subtle methods: guilt, shame, fear, anxiety, to control, to limit, to imprison. And yet you've felt it, haven't you? You've felt its presence when things start to fall apart, when you face challenges that seem too big to overcome. It tries to make you feel small, insignificant, and powerless. It wants you to believe that your struggles are a sign that you're not meant for greatness, that the light inside you is not enough to break through its hold. But you, the chosen one, are not meant to be defeated by this force. You have been given something the darkness cannot comprehend, an inner strength, a divine power that stands unshaken in the face of adversity. The dark forces may try to intimidate you, to break you, to convince you to surrender. But every time you rise above their attempts, you become stronger. The darkness does not know who it's dealing with. It underestimates the power within you, the light that refuses to be extinguished. And no matter how many times it tries to bring you down, it will always be the one to fall short. The divine shield, spiritual protection that cannot be broken. If you are one of the chosen, then you know what it feels like to walk in a world full of chaos, conflict, and uncertainty. Yet there is something that has always been with you, something that has protected you, shielded you, and guided you through every storm. This protection is not of this world. It is a divine shield, woven by the hand of God, and it is impenetrable. The darkness may attempt to throw its weight against you, to weaken your spirit with every attack, but each time, you have emerged unscathed. It is not by your own strength that you stand firm, but by the divine protection that surrounds you. The divine shield is not a temporary guard. It is not something that fades when you face difficulties. It is a permanent, unbreakable bond that connects you to the divine. This shield surrounds you at every moment, even when you cannot see it. You may have felt its presence in moments of overwhelming stress, when everything seemed to be crashing down around you. It's the quiet voice in your soul that tells you to keep going when the world tells you to give up. It's the surge of strength that carries you through your darkest hours, even when you feel like you have nothing left to give. This shield is the result of a divine purpose. It is a force that works in tandem with your own soul's strength, amplifying your light, fortifying your spirit, and ensuring that nothing can extinguish your divine calling. The darkness may try to surround you, but it will never succeed in breaking through. You are shielded by something far greater than earthly protection. Your purpose cannot be derailed, your spirit cannot be broken, because the divine force that surrounds you is eternal. Revelation and insight, spiritual truths unveiled. Throughout your life, you may have felt moments of confusion, moments where the path forward was not clear, and you struggled to understand why things were happening the way they were. But those moments of doubt, those times when you felt lost, were not the end of your journey. They were the beginning of your awakening. The chosen ones are not left in the dark forever. There comes a moment, a divine moment, when everything becomes clear. It's as if the universe itself whispers the answers you've been seeking, unveiling the spiritual truths that have always been right in front of you. The truth is, the universe is speaking to you constantly. It speaks through the synchronicities, the signs, the small nudges that lead you to new revelations. These are not coincidences. They are divine messages meant to guide you, to remind you that you are on the right path. The challenge is not whether the universe is speaking, it's whether you are listening. The truth is there, all around you. The divine forces are always communicating with you, nudging you toward the next phase of your journey. As you begin to listen to these messages, you'll find that they come in many forms, through dreams, through intuition, through moments of quiet reflection. These are not vague whispers. They are powerful insights that will lead you toward your purpose. The universe has been preparing you for this moment, guiding you toward your true calling. Each revelation is a piece of the puzzle, showing you who you are, why you are here, and what you are meant to do. And once you begin to see these truths clearly, you will understand your power, your path, and your divine purpose in ways you never thought possible. Transformation through adversity. There are moments in life when it feels like the world is crashing down on you. You face trials that seem insurmountable, challenges that drain your energy, and obstacles that test your very soul. It's in these moments of intense pressure that you often feel as though the weight of the world is too much to bear. But here's the truth. These are the very moments that define you. Every obstacle, every setback, every heartache you've endured has been a part of your transformation. It's easy to get lost in the pain, to focus solely on the difficulty of the moment. But when you look back, you realize that it was in those times of struggle that you found your true strength. I remember a time in my life when it felt like nothing was going my way. Everything seemed to be falling apart. I had just lost a job I loved, my relationships were in turmoil, and I felt completely lost. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I thought I was drowning, but what I didn't know at the time was that I was being shaped. Every challenge was chiseling away at the person I had once been and preparing me for the person I was meant to become. It wasn't until I emerged from that dark period that I saw the truth. The adversity had refined me. It had forged a resilience within me that I didn't know I had. Each hardship had been an opportunity to uncover hidden parts of myself, to realize my strength, my wisdom, and my true power. And that's the beauty of transformation. It doesn't happen when things are easy or comfortable. It happens when you're pushed to your limits, when everything you thought you knew about yourself is put to the test. The transformation that occurs in these moments is not just about surviving. It's about rising. It's about stepping into the version of yourself that was always meant to be. And as a chosen one, this process is crucial. You are never meant to remain the same. The challenges you face are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you into something stronger, something more aligned with your divine purpose. When you can see your adversity as the catalyst for your growth, that's when the real transformation begins. And just like a diamond is formed under pressure, you too are being refined in ways you can't yet fully understand. So embrace the struggle. Trust that every trial is taking you one step closer to the person you are always meant to become. Divine timing, the universe's perfect plan. If there's one thing I've learned on my spiritual journey, it's that nothing happens by accident. There's a perfect plan unfolding, one that is far beyond what we can comprehend. Every event, every person, every moment in your life is part of a grand design, and the universe is working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring you closer to your true purpose. There were times in my life when I was desperate to make things happen on my own timeline. I wanted answers now. I wanted to move forward, but the doors wouldn't open. It was frustrating. I felt like I was stuck, like I was missing out on something important. But looking back, I now realize that those moments of waiting, those periods of uncertainty, were necessary. They were shaping me, preparing me for the opportunities that would come later. The universe knew what I needed, even when I didn't. I couldn't see it at the time, but there was a divine plan in motion. And in the grand scheme of things, everything fell into place exactly as it was meant to. Divine timing doesn't work on our schedule, it works on the universe's. And the more we try to force things, the more we resist the flow of life. When you let go and trust the timing of the universe, that's when the magic happens. You're not running out of time. The right things will come at the right moment. You are being guided toward your destiny, and everything you've gone through has been a part of that journey. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of life and feel like we're falling behind, but you are exactly where you need to be. Every detour, every delay has been necessary to get you where you are today. The universe has been preparing you for the right time, for the right people, and for the right opportunities. You don't need to control everything. Trust in divine timing. Trust that the universe knows when you are ready, and when the time comes, everything will fall into place. The rise of the chosen ones, overcoming the darkness. You may have felt it, the darkness, lurking just beneath the surface of your life. It's like an invisible force that tries to hold you back, to make you feel insignificant, to drown your light. You've faced moments when everything seemed to be working against you, when you felt like you couldn't catch a break, when the weight of the world felt too much to carry. But here's the thing, you were never meant to be consumed by the darkness. You were meant to rise above it. When I think about my own struggles, I remember times when I thought I couldn't go on. It was as if every part of me was being tested. But with every challenge, I felt this small but undeniable spark inside me, telling me to keep going. That spark was my divine light, and it's the same light that resides within you. You see, the darkness can never truly defeat you. It can only make you stronger, more resilient, and more determined to shine. Every time you face adversity, you're given an opportunity to rise, to step into your power, and to stand in your light. The rise of the chosen ones is not about avoiding darkness, it's about overcoming it. It's about refusing to let the shadows define who you are or what you can achieve. The chosen ones were never meant to walk a smooth path. You were meant to walk a path of transformation, a path that takes you through the darkness and into the light. The struggles you face are not there to break you, they're there to show you just how powerful you really are. When you rise with a strength that comes from within, a strength that cannot be extinguished. And as you rise, you inspire others to do the same. You are the beacon of light in a world that so desperately needs it. Your light is your power, and no darkness can ever take that away. Spiritual justice, the reckoning of the darkness. For too long, the darkness has operated unchecked, manipulating, controlling, and corrupting the world around you. It's easy to feel as though evil triumphs, that the forces of darkness have the upper hand. But let me tell you this, spiritual justice is real. The darkness you've faced, the forces that have tried to destroy your spirit, are not immune to the laws of the universe. I've seen it in my own life. Those who sought to harm me, to manipulate me, or to take advantage of me eventually met their own reckoning. It didn't happen on my timeline, but it always came. The universe has a way of balancing the scales, of righting wrongs, and of ensuring that those who live in darkness eventually face the consequences of their actions. Spiritual justice is not a form of revenge. It's not about getting even. It's about the natural law of cause and effect. What is sown in darkness will eventually be reaped. The darkness that has sought to harm you will eventually turn on itself. Those who tried to break you, to hold you down, will find that their own actions lead them to their downfall. The very forces they used to hurt you will come back to them, amplified, as a reminder that no one can escape the reach of spiritual justice. I've watched as those who caused pain and suffering in my life have been brought to their knees, not because I wished harm upon them, but because the universe saw fit to bring them face to face with their own darkness. Spiritual justice is unyielding, and no force can escape its grasp. It may take time, but it is inevitable. The darkness will face its reckoning, and the light will always prevail. The power of the light within, unstoppable divine force. There is a force within you, a power so vast and so unyielding that no darkness can overcome it. It's the divine light that has always been there, even when you didn't see it, even when you doubted it. This light is not something you acquire, it is something you embody. It is the essence of your soul, the spark of divinity that flows through your veins, guiding you, protecting you, and empowering you. I remember a time in my life when I felt completely lost. I was surrounded by darkness, by doubt, by fear. It felt as though the world was closing in on me and I had nothing left. But in that moment of despair, I felt it, the light within me. It wasn't an external force, it was an internal one. It was always there, waiting for me to recognize it. And when I did, everything changed. The darkness that once seemed overwhelming no longer had power over me. The fears, the doubts, the struggles, they all faded in the presence of my light. The light within you is not something that can be extinguished. It is an unstoppable force. The darkness may try to make you doubt it, to make you question your worth, but it cannot touch the light that resides within you. This light is your true power, and it is invincible. When you align with it, when you let it guide you, there is nothing that can stand in your way. You are unstoppable. You are a force of nature. And no darkness, no fear, no obstacle can overcome the light within you. This is the power of the divine force that flows through your soul, and it is yours to wield. When you stand in your light, you stand in your truth, and nothing can ever dim that light. Standing in your power, the true purpose of the chosen ones. Have you ever found yourself standing at a crossroads, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, and yet somehow sensing that this moment, right here, is when you are meant to step into your full power? It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but once you've felt it, you'll know it's undeniable. You are standing in your power, and if you're one of the chosen, this power is something that has always been within you, waiting to be unleashed. It's easy to forget that sometimes, especially when life feels overwhelming or when the darkness seems to press in from every side. I've been there, feeling as though I didn't have what it takes to rise to the occasion. I thought I had to be someone else, someone stronger, someone more capable. But what I didn't realize at the time was that the strength I was searching for was already within me. It wasn't something I had to chase, it was something I needed to claim. The truth is, the true purpose of the chosen ones isn't to live a life free of struggle or hardship. It's to rise through the struggle, to find your strength in the face of adversity, and to lead others with that strength. Your power doesn't come from being perfect or never failing. It comes from your resilience, your determination, and your unwavering connection to your divine purpose. You were chosen because you have the ability to rise above anything that comes your way. You were chosen because your light can shine in the darkest of times, illuminating the path for others. And it is this power, the power that comes from standing in your truth, that will carry you forward. It will guide you through the challenges, through the moments of doubt, and through the battles that seem insurmountable. Your true purpose as a chosen one is to lead by example, to inspire others to tap into their own power, and to walk boldly in your divine path. There is no more hiding, no more playing small. It's time to step into your power and claim the greatness that has always been yours. It's time to show the world what happens when you walk with purpose and strength. The world needs your light more than ever. Don't hide it any longer. Stand tall, stand firm, and stand in your power. The sacred bond, divine protection and support. Have you ever faced a moment so difficult, so overwhelming, that you wondered if you could really make it through? I know I have. I remember a time when everything seemed to be falling apart. I was facing challenges that drained every ounce of my energy, and there were days when I thought I couldn't go on. But then something incredible happened. In the midst of the chaos, I felt a presence. It wasn't visible, but it was undeniable. It was as though I had a force behind me, supporting me, lifting me up when I couldn't stand on my own. And it wasn't just coincidence. It was divine protection. The sacred bond between the chosen and the divine is unbreakable. When you are chosen, you are never truly alone. Even in the darkest of times, even when it feels like the weight of the world is too much to bear, there is a higher force surrounding you, guiding you, and protecting you. This protection is not something that can be seen with the eyes, but it can be felt deep within. It's a peace that surpasses understanding, a strength that emerges from within when everything else seems to be crumbling. You may have already felt this bond, even if you didn't fully recognize it at the time. It's in the moments when you've overcome obstacles you never thought you could. It's in the times when you've risen from the ashes, stronger than ever before. This bond is what makes you untouchable. It's what keeps you moving forward when others would have fallen behind. The divine protection that surrounds you is constant, unwavering, and always present. And it's not just there to keep you safe from harm. It's there to guide you, to show you the way, and to remind you that you are never alone in your journey. You were chosen because you have a purpose, and the universe is not going to let anything or anyone stand in the way of that purpose. Your sacred bond with the divine is your greatest strength, your unwavering foundation, and your source of infinite support. Remember that, no matter what you face, you are always protected, always supported, and always guided by a force greater than yourself. Call to action, joining the collective of chosen ones. You've walked through fire, you've faced darkness, doubt, and adversity, but here you are, standing stronger, more resilient, and more connected to your divine purpose than ever before. And now, it's time to take the next step. The journey of the chosen ones is not one that you walk alone. There is a collective, a group of like-minded souls who are also walking their divine paths, facing their own battles, and rising above the darkness. And together, we are stronger. Together, we can lift each other up, share our stories, and grow in our shared strength. It's time to connect with those who understand your journey, who have walked similar paths, and who are ready to rise together. I've created a space for people like you, the chosen ones, to come together, to unite in our collective power, and to support one another as we continue on our journeys. It's called the Obsidian Inner Order. It's a place where you won't just be another face in the crowd. It's a place where you'll find others who truly understand the struggles you've faced, the triumphs you've experienced, and the purpose that drives you. In this community, you'll find not just support, but empowerment. You'll find guidance, strength, and the opportunity to connect with others who are also on their divine paths. We are stronger together, and when we come together, we amplify our power. It's time to stop walking alone. It's time to join the collective, to step into a community that will uplift and empower you. The Obsidian Inner Order is waiting for you. There is a place for you here, a place where you can share your journey, connect with others, and continue to grow in your divine purpose. Don't wait. Your journey is too important. The world needs your light, and it's time to stand with others who understand the significance of your purpose. Join us. Let's rise together. Conclusion: the triumph of the chosen ones. You have faced so much on your journey, so many challenges, so many moments of doubt, and so many obstacles that seemed insurmountable. But you are still standing. You are still here, still moving forward, still rising. That right there is your triumph. It's easy to think that triumph only comes when we achieve our goals or when we overcome the biggest obstacles in our lives. But the real triumph comes in the ability to keep going, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. The real triumph comes in the moments when you choose to rise above the darkness, to stand tall in your power, and to trust in your divine purpose no matter what. You, the chosen ones, have been through the fire and come out stronger, more resilient, and more connected to your divine calling than ever before. You have triumphed over the forces that sought to break you. You have risen above the darkness that tried to swallow you whole. And now you stand in the light of your true purpose, ready to step into the next phase of your journey. Your triumph is not just about what you have overcome, it's about who you have become in the process. It's about the strength you've found within yourself, the resilience you've developed, and the unwavering connection you have to the divine. And this is just the beginning. The triumph of the chosen ones is not a one-time event. It's a continuous journey, one that will take you to even greater heights. The world needs your light now more than ever. Your victory is not just for you, it's for everyone who is waiting for someone to show them the way. Keep going, stand tall, keep shining. Your triumph is just the beginning of something much greater, and your journey is far from over. The world is waiting for you. Keep rising, keep leading, and know that you are never alone. You are the chosen one, and your triumph is only the beginning.